Yo, come on, come on, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, what we isn't. And what we is here today with chapter 65 of Solo Leveling, going all the way through to chapter 69 of Solo Leveling. And in case you haven't realised today, the sun is out beaming brightly, and so I have these little spots that are going to be flickering on and off from beautiful amounts of glare and that beautiful sun radiating in on me. So sorry if that annoys anyone, but hey, I've acknowledged it and I can't turn the sun off, unfortunately. Not where I am and not with what I'm doing at the moment. But hey, it is what it is, and we're going to get straight into this. But before that, you know what to do, you know it's appreciated. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this, and give the video a thumbs up. Join the Discord to talk anything anime and manga related. And yeah, continue along with me on my solo leveling journey as we slowly grind our way up to date. So, let's get into it. It's been a minute since I've done one of these videos, so we're just going to hit the ground running. The Hunter Auction. An online or offline market for hunters to purchase and sell equipment or obtain materials from raids. There are tens of thousands of hunters in our country. The auction is an easily accessible market for hunters to trade their equipment. A hunter's equipment is basically the same thing as their lifeline. Better equipment means they're more protected and safe. That's why E rank or D ranks with low income are unable to completely equip themselves. Look, looks like it's done. Mr. Back, you're not dead yet, huh? Huh, this is a piece of cake. And so we're getting a flashback to Mr. Buck and his sword and all that sort of stuff. But the story changes if they are able to join a stable attack force. Since the equipment used by hunters is imbued with magic, even a sword used by D rank hunters is priced at millions of won. Didn't Mr. Kim Sang-shik say that he bought this for 3 million won? So expensive usually. I probably couldn't even afford to touch it, but I'll use this sword for now. An inventory, huh? That's pretty useful. Item, Kim Sang-shik's steel blade. Type, sword, plus 10 attack. Since C rank or higher hunters are almost guaranteed a high income, they have almost no reason to be frugal when it comes to equipment. It goes without saying that equipment used by higher rank hunters is sold for hundreds of millions of won. Why is it so expensive? The price of excellent equipment soars to the point that one cannot purchase it even with all of their assets. My current savings won't be enough, and I thought that I saved enough money. Not only are fire attribute attacks becoming more frequent as I climb the demon castle, the field itself is burning fiercely, so I need equipment to protect myself from the flames. Should I just try the store? But there isn't anything suitable equipment either. I guess there's no choice but to sell or an orb of avarice to purchase the artifacts that I need. Item, Orb of Avarice. Item class A, magic type item. An orb created by hardening blood of high rank demon Vulcan. It will amplify magic effects to deal more damage. See, it gives you double magic damage. I don't know if that's worth getting rid of. At least I'm able to sell it. The best artifacts can only increase the user's power by 20-30%. But since this orb doubles the user's power, it will definitely sell at a tremendous price. Since the orb isn't from somewhere weird, there's no need to sell at the black market. There's still a problem. I need to explain how I obtained this orb. An E-rank hunter bringing an unimaginable artifact that shouldn't exist? Will they let that slide? It'll take some time before I obtain my S rank license. They wouldn't suspect me as much if I have an A rank gate entry listed in my hunter record. But there's no way that a higher ranked raid team would let an E rank hunter like me join. Huh? There's actually a team that's currently recruiting? This is the request file. Did he take this identification photo 4 years ago? Unlike his present appearance, he looks very childlike. This is his hunter record for the past 4 years. He's spent as the weakest even among the E ranks. This is no different than suicide. Is he a false ranker? According to the testimony of his previous colleagues, that doesn't seem to be the case. but for 4 years. Perhaps his S rank reawakening was not recent. Then the raid member from the double lair incident wouldn't have been wiped out. Your intuition wasn't wrong. I wasn't the one who took care of the monsters in the double lair. Despite getting injured so frequently, he held on. He couldn't quit because of his mother's medicine bills. What a rare young man. Taking care of his youngest sister and his sick mother all by himself in place of his missing father. Mr. Chairman, actually there has been a report that Hunter Sung Jin Woo has joined a raid team. Already? A raid team from the Hunters Guild. Was he just all talk, but in reality he actually was tempted by the Hunters Guild's contract payment? According to the confirmed source, Hunter Sung Jin Woo joined the mining team instead of an attack force. Ooh. An S-rank hunter is working as a miner. He's a very difficult man to understand. You're an E-rank hunter? Yes, sir. Are you experienced in this line of work? No, sir. Then what's your combat type? I'm a physical combatant. That's a relief. There aren't many people like you here. Just don't get nervous and work diligently. You'll be on standby and entering with us later. Don't forget your equipment. Yes, sir. Since the scale of higher ranked dungeons is so large, the attack force is unable to handle all the work. There's why they divide the work accordingly. Attack force that takes care of monsters, mining team that mines all within the dungeon, collecting team that collects the corpses of monsters. The mining team and collecting team enter the dungeon when all the monsters except the boss have been defeated. While it may seem like an excessive amount of manpower, modern machines that run on electricity don't operate inside the dungeon, so we must rely on manual labour. Even this pickaxe is imbued with magic. So this is an A-rank gate. I wanted to see a high-ranking dungeon with my own eyes. I'm glad that I decided to come, since I will also have to enter something like this in the near future. Ooh, the dungeon this time is quite deep. It's already past the designated time. Since people have plans, it'll cause an inconvenience to other teams if we take any more time here. Come out. Yo, these are some big golem looking things. Swamp Man sort of looking things. Damn. I'm not a huge fan of a room being too bright. But, and he starts controlling his pen and just launches it off with a cigarette by the looks of it. Making wards and that. So he's definitely a magic type. Sends out a huge F-off spell. Ooh, stuff still loading in there. Yeah, and these creatures are just getting absolutely demolished with the flames. Tanks, get in position. A storm will be coming. Yo, and all the tanks held up with their shields and that, blocking the guy. And there's just a massive volume of energy. Yo, and they're using shields and magic to defend themselves. I took moderation into account since we can't collect their corpses if they're roasted too well. I'm not sure how deep the dungeon is, but all the nearby monsters should be burnt to ashes. He's too amazing, a tremendous force whenever we see him. I'll safely guide you all. The lady with the sensitive nose should be cautious of the burnt smell. Is the attack force finished yet? How long has it been since you said that they're almost finished? I'm certain that they're almost finished this time. This is all for you, the team leader, and your members' safety. Please wait a little longer until all the monsters have been taken care of. That's the third time that I've heard you say those words. It'd be awkward if a monster appeared in the middle of your work because they rushed their job. How about we go for a drink after work? Geez, I understand, so how about you leave us alone? The attack force is coming out. Everyone get ready. We'll be entering soon. They're finally done. Those guys are this country's strongest attack force. Yo, and look at all these sick character designs. The Hunters. Choi Jong-in. And Jinwoo's hope. Don't look at me, sir. Please, I don't want to be recruited. Number 2 of the Hunter Association is also coming out. That girl is looking like a snap. Vice Master of the Hunters. Yeah, okay, so that was chapter 65. Let's move on to Order 66. So, the number 2 hero is coming out. That girl is Vice Master of the Hunters. S rank, Cha Hae-in. Ooh, okay, so she's the other S rank. Ooh, first female S rank, I think. Interesting. I wonder how many women there are in the world with such energy. She's at least on Cho Jong-in's level. Maybe even higher than that. She may be on a similar level to Gun Hee. Ooh, and she looks straight at Jinwoo. I just felt a strong presence. Was I mistaken? I thought the chairman Go Gun Hee was here for a moment. The presence completely disappeared without a trace. There's no way that a busy man like the chairman would come to visit. Oh, is she vomiting? She's sharper than I thought. Okay, it's finally our turn. Let's do our best. What's wrong, Mr. Sung? We should go in. Yes, sir. The inside of an A-rank gate was huge. The rank of the gate is not determined by the rank of the monsters, but through the measurement of the waves of magic energy. If the waves of magic energy are estimated to be high, the scale of the dungeon has to measure up as well. If the scale of the dungeon amount of energy is what determines the gate's rank, and even if there are a bunch of low-level monsters, it is possible to release a high-level wave of magic energy. However, if the dungeon is filled with hordes of insignificant monsters, they couldn't release a wave of magic energy matching that of an A rank. It could be possible for B rank gate, but A rank gate is filled with powerful monsters. Wind is a dungeon. It's no ordinary wind. It's waves of magic energy. It must be coming from the boss. Have you guys heard? The new recruit is an E rank. What? They recruited an E rank? That's right. What on earth is the team leader thinking? Can an E rank hunter even control their strength properly? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if we can finish today's work on time. Yeah, and Jin was just like, why are you talking shit about me? E ranks are faced with discrimination wherever they end up. Well, it's not like I'll be sticking around for long. Hey, let's pick up the pace. Don't just stand there when the path is so... Oh, and Shin was staring this guy down. Never mind. It happens from time to time. Yo, this guy's reminded me of one of the Earth style users from Avatar. Is he really an E rank? 1, 2, and they're dragging the bodies out. The collecting team who entered the dungeon before the mining team is already at work. The attack force will enter the dungeon first and eliminate every monster except for the boss. The collecting team will enter the next to pick up the corpses, and the mining team will enter last to mine the ores. To maximize the profit, you can't leave out any part of the process. Miner and magic crystals are obvious, but even the corpse of a higher rank monster is profitable. It can be used as materials for various tools. Bones, leather, flesh, etc. There isn't a single part to throw away from a high rank monster corpse. Can't believe even a corpse of a monster is profitable. When they finish extracting every possible source of money, the attack force will finally kill the boss to shut down the gate. These 4 things must be done correctly to announce that they cleared a high rank dungeon perfectly. You must be stunned since it's your first time entering an A rank dungeon. Yes, the monsters are bigger than I expected. All the monsters have been eliminated, but the boss was left alone, right? That's correct. They can't kill the boss since the gate will close. The boss won't be eliminated until the collecting team and the mining team have finished their work. What happens if the boss leaves its nest? Those kind of situations are very rare, but everyone in here will die. Oh, Jinwoo, why'd you say that? Touch wood. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Touch wood. You know the stuff's about to go bad. Are you not scared by the horrifying monsters that loom behind your back? Not at all. I've worked for the Hunter Guild for 3 years and there's never been an accident. Ignorance is bliss sometimes. Even though the boss is dormant, it's releasing enough energy to make one's body shudder. The boss is levels above Vulcan and Metis. Choi Jong In and Cha Hei in the inn are impressive to be able to slay such bosses. God, I got tongue twisted badly there. I need a glass of water. But the perfectly organized A rank raid team is just as impressive. What must by why accidents? That must be why accidents have never occurred and they can clear such a dungeon safely. It's not just the strength of manpower, it's also skill and exposure obtained through many experiences. And they're mining away at the ore. Damn, looking ripped there as well. Team leader, didn't you say that this was his first time? I did. Is he really an E rank? His work rate and skills are not normal. Of course, I checked his license. Did you think I would accept a stranger without checking their license first? Then how can you explain that? Yo, he's just going ham at it. Mr. Sung is surely a miner blessed by the heavens. I really have an eye for people. Yeah, pat myself on the back. I did a good thing today. It's time for lunch. Let's all take a break and go eat. Yes. Aren't you coming as well, Mr. Sung? I'm fine, I already ate. Oh, then you can do as you please. I'm finally left alone. I can't miss an opportunity like this. I have 1 hour of free time. I'll just take a quick peek and come back. Yo, are you looking at the boss, you arrogant ass? Yo, and there's a Cyclops there. A giant type boss? It's strong. Definitely stronger than Metis. My current strength will be enough, but my inner conscience is telling me that this is wrong. Should I just cut it up? The gate will start shutting down the moment I kill the boss, and the Hunters Guild will take a huge loss. What are you doing over there? Yo, so he's been caught. Please be the vice president. Please be the vice president. I can feel it. They had a connection. What are you doing over there? Chapter 67. I asked you a question. What was I thinking? That was a close call. I got lost and somehow ended up here. Are you part of the mining team? That's where the boss resides. Please step back. Cha Hei in. She's not normal. She was able to get on my back. Was I hallucinating? He was definitely holding a weapon. Please leave quickly. If you were to aggro the boss, a lot of people would die. I'm sorry. Ooh, can she sense the power? Or is she just caught up in his smell? Hey, hold on a second. Huh? Yo, she's sniffing him all over. There's no interesting. She's a good tracker type. Is there a problem? Are you really a hunter? E rank. Sun Jin Woo. Never mind, just be careful. The dungeon is huge after all. Yes. Was it because his rank was too low? He didn't stink. No. Rather, he smelled nice. Ooh, okay, she's getting a little parfum. You got lost and met hunters, Cha. Aren't you a lucky guy? It's rare to even get to talk to her once. Hunter Cha went on patrol since she's nervous that the boss might leave its nest. Patrolling even during her break. She's a very cautious lady. That's why she was here? The mining team can laugh like this since they never saw the boss or felt its magic power. It's understandable for an attack force member to be anxious since they know how scary the boss is. Hunter Char is able to smell a certain scent from hunters. It's apparently quite foul. A scent from hunters? They say it's some sort of unique physiology. That's why she covers her nose with a handkerchief. Isn't she quite unusual? It's apparently hard to breathe near hunters. Is that why? She asked me if I was a hunter. In our heads, there's a constant voice speaking to us to kill humans, but I cannot hear the voice in your presence. Hmm. A voice telling them to kill humans? Is it is it a similar context as before? Interesting. Not having a special smell like other hunters, and no voice ordering monsters to kill me. It's because I'm a it's because I'm a player. Ah, the sole existence to receive the system's benefits. Just what is a player? Good work, Mr. Sun. You were pretty good. I thought you brought an excavator or something after watching you mine minor crystal like that. Thank you, sir. Thanks to you, we were able to finish the job 2 hours ahead of time. I didn't think that we would finish before the collecting team. I met a lot of people while working on the job. It's my first time meeting someone like you. You're very talented in mining. Oh dear. I don't usually say things like this, but do you want to work under me by any chance? I will take good care of you. I'm thankful for your kind words, but I already have another job lined up. Oh, that's a shame. Then how about tomorrow? Can you come to work tomorrow as well? Hmm. Re-evaluating is in 2 days, so is there a point in working as a miner again? I roughly understood the dungeon clearing process. Wait, tomorrow as well? The Hunters Guild is going on a raid again tomorrow? Of course, it's another A rank gate. But it'll be the B team instead of the A team tomorrow. The B team? Did they divide their forces in half to clear A rank dungeons? That's the power of the Hunters Guild. The Hunters Guild is probably the only guild in Korea that can split their forces into two teams to clear A rank dungeons. Where should I show up for tomorrow? You made the right choice, Mr. Sung. I'll talk to the person in charge and ask to double your pay. Yo, it's worth it to double the pay of someone that can do the work of 5 men. Yes, thank you. Yo, I'm going out for some Korean barbecue. This looks tasty AF. I came out here since you asked to eat together, but why pork belly? Huh? Are you looking down on pork belly? This is a place where Hyung Nim and I shared a memory. So why did you bring me to your cherished place? Yo So Hyun, Yo Jin Ho's cousin. The talk with my father went well. What, really? Then you're going to be the guildmaster? I'll need Hyung Nim's cooperation for that. Just who is this Hyung Nim person? Look at this. Hyung Nim's avoiding my calls right now. Oh, he told me that he won't be able to be reached for some time, but it's been over a week already. There have been times where he hasn't picked up his phone for 3 or 4 days, but a week is too much. Are you in a relationship with him or something? Stop acting so creepy. Since shooting hasn't finalized yet, I'll have to wait until my rank evaluation. Hmm. Nuna, why are you changing the topic out of nowhere? What the hell is that? That's Lee Min Sung. Hal U star Lee Min Sung. They say that he's getting his rank evaluation in 2 days. That's all for show. He already received an A rank and he's just doing this all for show. Lee Ming Sun is just putting on a show? He's an attention hog, fussing over not receiving enough attention. He's famous for advancing on women, even flirting with my juniors in modelling. He's good at scheming things like this. He was very shrewd even before his evaluation. This is just... Anyway, is this all you wanted to talk about? I'm busy too. Hand it over, let me call Hyung Nim person. What? The call is going through. Here. Really? Hey, it's been a while. Hyung Nim, you told me that you will be going away for a bit, but what have you been up to? Isn't that obvious? I've been running dungeons. As expected from Hyung Nim. How about the talk with your father? How did that go smoothly? That's what I wanted to talk about to Hyung Nim about. Can I come over tomorrow if you have some free time? Tomorrow, I'll be available in the evening. Yes, okay. Hello? Hunter Cha calling me after this hour? What's going on? Could you find some information on a man named Sung Jin Woo who was working with the mining team today? Oh, she's gonna come on the new raid as well. Ooh, juicy, 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 baby. Alright, chapter 68. Let's get to it. Ah, he got lost and somehow ended up in the by the boss room within the vast dungeon. There's no way. Maybe he's a spy from another guild. This is bothering me. Huh? Do you mean the E rank hunter affiliated with the association? Do you know him? Well, to tell you the truth, Master Choi has requested the same thing for me. Master Choi? Yes. He also wanted information on that man. Do you know why? Well, I'm not too sure. I did my best to gather what information I could, but the association has put up a lock on his data. For a non-higher for a non-highly ranked hunter, this is my first time seeing such a high level of security on a hunter's data. The master of the Hunters Guild wants to learn about his identity, and the association is trying to hide his information. Something is up. Yash just crashed in bed. Why was he different? Out of all the hunters I've met, he's the first person that smelled nice. Huh? Mr. Sung, have you eaten already? You're here? Jinwoo, please don't get hurt today. Oh, is he having flashbacks? Oh no? Is this actually the next day? Oh, Mr. Sung, you're here? Let's do our best today as well. You should join us for lunch today. Don't tell me you already ate again. I had forgotten this feeling for some time. The atmosphere here is reminding me of several memories. This isn't too bad. Mining team, good work. This is morning. We'll rest for a bit, then start our afternoon work. Is it possible to borrow someone from the mining team? Our porter didn't show up today. They want to draft someone from the mining team as a porter? There are strong guys from the collecting team that can carry heavy loads, so why are they asking us? My men had to work non-stop for 3 hours on top of skipping dinner to finish our work on time. And now you want one of us to follow you guys as a porter? My team doesn't have the manpower. This is all due to the mining team finishing their work too early. Well, we did finish 2 hours ahead of schedule thanks to Mr. Sung. Is there anyone who wants to come with the attack force? We'll compensate you for the risk when the raid is finished. I won't do it even if they beat me to death. Risking my life for a few extra bucks? Listen here, leader-son. Ki-hoon. We would hesitate even if it was a B-rank dungeon. Acting as a porter for an A-rank dungeon is asking too much. It's not a place for lower-rank hunters. Even though the volunteer would only be carrying your equipment, compared to mining, the risk is just too high. The majority of us in the mining team are D-rank. Hunters, and there are even a few E-rank hunters here as well. A small scratch would be enough to kill us. Do you really think that people here would risk their lives for an extra bit of cash? Is there no one? I'll go. Yeah, Jinwoo's just like, I'll do it. What? And everyone's shook. An A-rank hunter wants to follow them into an A-rank dungeon? Mr. Sung, what are you thinking? There are powerful monsters waiting inside that dungeon. Why do you want to join them? Someone young with a bright future like yourself shouldn't risk their life like this. I'll be fine. It's not like I don't have the guts. Even though I'll only be carrying their equipment, watching them raid firsthand will be a great learning experience for me. Not to mention that it's an A-rank dungeon. That man just started working with us yesterday. He might have raised his hand without knowing. What's that man's rank? He's an E-rank. Since his rank is too low, we should look for someone else. No, we'll take him. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sun Ki-hoon, and I've been tasked to lead today's raid. I'm Sung Jin-woo. Is it too heavy? I'm alright. He doesn't seem to be struggling. The gate yesterday was big, but is this one even bigger? How enormous. Yesterday was your first time mining, right? Then this must be your second time witnessing an A-rank gate. The gate may be big, but they say that the magical energy flowing out from it is weaker compared to yesterday. If it was too dangerous, the B team wouldn't be handling it. The Hunters Guild B team. If you exclude the S rank hunters, there is hardly a difference between the two attack forces. 11 A rank hunters and 6 B rank hunters. If it was any other guild, they wouldn't be able to divide their members into two teams like this. Let's enter. Yo, some of these people's designs are sick! I love the warrior lady off to the right of Jinwoo, and also the Red Riding Hood sort of girl down the bottom front. They've got some fire female designs. I also love the Ninja Gaiden looking dude up the back left, looking like a warrior. The magical energy flowing out from the gate is certainly weaker in comparison to yesterday. The association's measurements doesn't seem to be wrong. But why? Why do I have this similar... Why do I have this familiar, ominous feeling, like when I stood by the red gate? Am I just nervous? I'm not even part of the attack force. I should just relax and not worry too much. You have entered the dungeon. It's very similar to yesterday's dungeon. There's no need to be nervous. Ki-hoon Upper, the leader and everyone else here are outstanding hunters. Okay, let's move. Come on. Is she an A rank healer? Miss Ju-hee was a B rank healer, and if it weren't for the trauma, she would have fit right in on an attack force such as this. The 6 B rank hunters in this team are also pretty close to A rank level. The Hunters Guild have 2 teams with this kind of strength. Our attack force will take care of all the combat, so as long as you stay in formation, you should be safe from any monstrous attack. There's a saying that goes like this. If the mage gets attacked, the tankers are responsible. If the healer gets attacked, the attack force is responsible. And if the porter gets attacked, then the guild is responsible. That's how you won't end up in a situation as monsters' targets, as long as the attack force doesn't fail. Porter gets attacked. That's only possible when the entire force gets wiped out. Are we about to launch straight into all of them being wiped out? I was tasked with leading the Hunter Guild's attack force for the first time, but if I'm successful with today's raid, I can be officially appointed as the B team's leader. I may not be Master Choi Jong in or Vice Master Cha Cha in, but I'm still one of the best among the A rank hunters. I can do this. Yo, they all sense something coming out. Jinwoo's just in the back, just like, as everyone starts like gearing up and ready, preparing for combat without any instructions. This is the strength of an A rank attack force. And there's a sort of roaring coming and some beaming eyes shooting through. Wait, those are... Okay, and that's chapter 68 done. Time for the final chapter of this video. Let's get to it, chapter 69. Nice. So, we hear a roaring, and we see some eyes beaming up. What the... Those are... Dungeon Jackal? Ooh. Doesn't Jinwoo have a stat boost for fighting with these? Yo, they're launching at everyone. They're battling them. They're smacking them away and just cutting them down. Huh? And the Jackal are charging in like crazy. And you see all these 6 swordsmen just absolutely mowing them down. Get down. Oh, and this chick's a mage. Whew. Starts sending out massive bolts of energy that just obliterate these things. What's this? Why are the dungeon jackals in an A-rank dungeon? Is it rare for dungeon jackals to appear in A-rank dungeons? No, but dungeon jackals are C-rank monsters. Since they're too weak and placed too low on the food chain, they're usually hunted down. They're unable to maintain their pack numbers since they get eaten by stronger monsters. Dungeon jackals shouldn't be able to hunt any monsters here, even if they fought in a group. Since they can't defeat their prey, weaker monsters can't survive. A trace of a leash. Ooh. These are no ordinary jackals. Someone has been raising these things. That must mean someone kept them alive on purpose to use them as hunting dogs. A monster smart enough to free and send these hunting dogs after us. Regardless of their species, intellectual monsters are hard to deal with. Perhaps my premonition might come true. The real ones are coming. Oh, and this poor fool is sweating. Oh my god. Oh! Look at this ogre looking mofo. Yo! High orcs? Why high orcs? Yo, this is crazy. And there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And they're screaming out. Ooh, and they launch a javelin in. And it just comes spewing down at this poor leader. Ooh. He puts his shield up and he gets smacked. The spear goes launching up and his shield's almost ripped in half. This power. Yo, and they come cracking down on them. Huh? Yo, there's not even much dialogue here. It's just like monsters after monsters just charging at them. Taunts aren't working. They're after the magic. They're after the mages. Be careful. Don't worry, we won't get defeated so easily. Ooh, and they start trying to burn the orcs. Oh, and it looks like they're just absorbing the fire. It didn't work. Its magic resistance is too great. Ooh. It's too powerful. I can only hold it for 5 seconds at most. That's enough. Heed my call and cut down my enemies. Yo, and he makes a magic knight. I can call up to 2 summon creatures. A single creature has the strength of an A rank hunter. Ooh. Yo. But I can't use any other magic after using summoning magic. It's my trump card that I've been saving since I'll deplete my mana if they get hurt. My mana is already... Damn it. I could end up helpless if I were to summon one more. Oh, dude, did the summoning get cut down, or is this just one of the normal soldiers? What are the tankers doing? Protect the back line. Taunts aren't working. Our skills are being bounced back. Heal, heal. Ooh. Quickly. We're inferior in numbers. We can't get surrounded. Group up, break into 3-man groups. Even though it's an A-rank gate, we weren't expecting 20 high orcs. It wasn't at this level when they measured the gate's magical energy, damn it. High orcs are no ordinary orcs. They're one of the strongest species among the orcs. Each one should be able to stand toe-to-toe with an A-rank hunter, and there is a whole gang of them. There are exactly 22 high orcs. Yo, it's 17 versus 22, and oh damn. Not only are we outnumbered, but high orcs aren't opponents that our B-rank hunters can handle. B-rank members can handle. On one hand, our A-rank hunters are stronger than these high orcs. But on the other, if the B-rank hunters were to get killed off first, would be at a bigger disadvantage. We don't have any choice. Sacrifices are unavoidable. Damn it, everyone, don't dot. Yo, and he gets his arm cut off. Fall back. Yo, and what's this chick's magic? She's binding them up with some serpents. Hold on for a bit longer. Yo, and they're healing his arm back. Oof. Yo, and this poor girl's shook because one of the high orcs is right behind her. It's torn through all the magical serpents. Shit, it's still alive. Yo, and it's coming to... Jinwoo, do something, my guy. Yo! Here we go! Yes, please. Yo, and she's blocked by Jinwoo. Oh, its throat's been slit. Huh? What just happened? Oh, okay, it ends there. Yo, no, I don't even care. That's a great place to end it. Alright. These 5 chapters of Solo Leveling have been amazing. I can't wait for the next 5 chapters. It's going to be sick. I can tell the dungeon's going to be a great fun adventure, and Jinwoo's going to go off as an absolute beast. So be sure to keep an eye out for that video next week, alright? If you haven't done so already, you know what to do. You know it's really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this. It is greatly appreciated. Alright, if you haven't done so already, join the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description down below. Follow me on Twitter at NewWorldSuper2, alright? And yeah, peace until the next video or until the next chapter of Solo Leveling. Have a damn good day. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. Goodbye. And